So I want to give you an update tonight. Once the fire died down, we've kind of got our legs under us and understanding really what's going on. The fire is still setting right around 90 to 97 acres. So that's confirmed through a state MMA flight. It's a multi-mission aircraft the state provides us to be able to identify where the fires are at. We have 700 evacuated homes. So, and that has an estimated value of right around $300 million worth of homes that are under the evacuation at this point. The evacuated areas are Cedar Mountain Road, Golden Bell, Wayward Wind, Snow Hill, Aspen Village, Broken Wheel, Alpine View, Starview Trail, Bear Lake Circle, and Bear Lake Place. We are at this point going to start some pre-evacuation notices. They just went out about 5 minutes ago. Those pre-evacuation areas are for Aspen Moor, Spring Valley, County Road 51, both sides, County Road 5 to County Road 512 on both sides, Grandview Subdivision, County Road 5 north of County Road 51, and Forest Service 357, both sides. Here's why we're doing that. This fire is an aggressive fire. We don't know tomorrow, because of the red flag situation, how the fire is going to go. I would tell you we're working with our state partners from DFPC, the governor's office, and all of those folks are helping us out in a great way, because this is what's going to happen. Tomorrow afternoon, through our local partners, which is Divide Fire, Netco, Green Mountain Falls, Florissant, 4 Mile, Lake George Fire, Victor Fire, Mountain Communities, Cripple Creek Fire Department, Tava Crews from the state of Colorado, El Paso Wildfire Crew, and Pueblo Sheriff's Office are all sending us assets. We are going to be extremely aggressive on this fire because it's 97 acres in the middle of a subdivision with extremely high winds tomorrow, and our expectations for fire danger is very high. Because of that, you're going to see a lot of airdrops. You're going to see helicopters. You're going to see everybody throw everything we possibly can at this thing starting early in the morning. We'll have more of an assessment tomorrow, but we want to get on this fire very quickly and be super aggressive with it. Here's the other side of that too. With all of our partners sending all of these folks up here to help us, we expect to get a handle on this fire tomorrow. Our biggest concern is the fire danger, like I said before. So that's why you're seeing the evacuations happen, because these are one-way areas. There's not another way to get people out if it crosses one of the roadways. So it's a dangerous, precarious position for the first responders, firefighters, and everyone else. Also, because of these extreme factors that we're dealing with, the commissioners have moved this county into a stage 3 fire ban. What that means is any open flame outside is now off limits. And if we catch you, we're going to be writing you tickets. The secondary piece to that is there has been a carve-out for hunting in the areas that can be hunted in. Because normally our stage 3 would stop all firearms from being discharged in the area. We are doing a carve-out so that hunters can still hunt in the backcountry. So, and what I'd like to do is turn it over to Dan Williams so he can speak to that just for a minute.
Yeah, just briefly, and we'll turn it over to our chair. So I just want to thank the governor, Governor Polis, his team. We just got off the phone with Kevin Klein, Emergency Management, and others. There will be choppers coming at dawn, along with some single-engine tankers, as Jason Michael said, to try to aggressively get this on there. And then we'll begin to develop that situation if we can get under control of whether it stays with state control. I want to thank our fellow county commissioners. They've all checked in. Brittany Pedersen, our congressional congressperson, is also called to check in, so, and DOLA director. So I think we're being very, very supported. Again, for those of you who are listening, please listen to Jason when he talks to you about the evacuation and pre-evacuation. Be kind to each other. If you forget something, you know, you forgot medications, you forgot your CPAP machine, your oxygen, there'll be time for that tomorrow, but right now we just need people to listen and comply, to include those that are over at the evacuation site. Now I'd like to turn it over to Bob Campbell, our chairman, to tell you about the Stage 3 fire ban that we just did.
All right, at 9 o'clock, we just finished an emergency meeting to uprate the fire ban that we had in position. We had originally had a Stage 1, and because of the conditions, because of the assets that are being deployed locally, we can't handle another emergency at the same time, and the best way to do that is to ban all fires. So we passed an emergency resolution just a couple minutes ago, and that's a Stage 3 fire ban that bans all open fires in Teller County, with the carve-out, as Sheriff Mikesell mentioned, for hunting in the backfire. I want to say thank you for everybody's patience. I know it's cumbersome to be evacuated and to be put on pre-evacuation. I'm evacuated myself, living out of my son's house in Cripple Creek. It's a burden, I understand, but these are serious. And if this fire moves just a little, we could be taking out some homes, and everybody in their firefighting efforts and all the staff and emergency responders are doing their best to prevent that from happening. So thank you so much.
Yeah, we just want to remind everyone to please cooperate with all of the restrictions that are going on in the area, not just the Stage 3 fire ban, but also in the morning. I know a lot of people are really interested to go see if they can see the fire. You know, we need to make sure that all these areas are clear and that all the roads that have been closed down and the areas that have been evacuated stay that way. So as much as you may want to go have a look, please don't. Also, make sure when you're looking for information on the fire, there's going to be a lot of incorrect information out there, some intentional, some not intentional. Your best information is going to come directly from the sheriff's office, either through his Facebook page or through their website. So just if you're looking for good information on the fire, good information on what's been evacuated, what's been put on pre-evacuation, look on the Facebook page or go to the sheriff's website. Sheriff?
You know, folks, here's the other thing, too, is we do have our animal rescue operations going on tonight. All large animal and small animals are being placed in either our T-Crest facility and or in Cripple Creek at our fairgrounds. So we do have a location for these animals to go, which is our CART team. They're assisting in those recoveries of those animals from homes. I can't stress enough. I know that we say it's only 90-some acres, but it's in the middle of a bad area. We have 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds tonight. We expect up to 50-mile-an-hour per winds tomorrow with red flag issues. This is one I'm nervous about. So when we start doing the pre-evacuation, it's not just I don't think it's really going to get to us, right? We're doing that for a reason. I want you to all understand this one concerns me only because of the environment we're dealing with. You've got really cold conditions, so it's hard to fight fires. It's hard to keep things from being iced up in the mornings when we're dealing with fire trucks. So just know, and you're going to see a lot of fire operations going on. Again, you're going to see the bigger aircraft coming in to do drops. You're going to see the buckets from helicopters. We are going to hit this extremely hard. I will tell you, our fire crews are doing an amazing job. They are protecting residences. They are doing a great job with those types of things. So just know that your fire departments are working well. Chief McLeod from Divide Fire Department is actually running this operation at this time with the Sheriff's Office and all the other fire chiefs that are involved from all the different agencies. So we're putting a ton of resources on it. And so to do that, though, we need you to stay off the roads and out of our way. So when what we call looky-loos show up, we really don't want you there. And understand, too, is some of the smoke is hitting a pretty low level. So people are getting smoke inhalation and different things. So please stay out of the area for that. We've got a lot of people evacuated tonight. So just our hopes and prayers are with them tonight. And we hope to hopefully wrap this thing up as quickly as possible. But we are going to be super aggressive on this fire. Any questions?
No, with the smoke inhalation you just mentioned, does that mean there are now people who have been treated for injuries and smoke?
Not injuries, but some smoke inhalation issues, yes. And those are normally firemen because they're in the smoke. So, yes.
Now, I had to differ a little bit. I didn't know if you answered this question or not. Is it still down to the one home that was burned down, or did additional homes get burned down?
One home at this time. I will tell you that the fire department has stopped many, many homes from burning. They have done a great job of structure protection. I couldn't tell you how many homes they probably saved. We've had flames right up against the back of homes, and they have done a great job with it. So,
is that containment? Any further updates?
we have zero containment at this time. Yeah.
And with the community church, are people staying the night there?
You know, I don't know. I'm going to be going down there after this to discuss that with the people, let them know what's going on, and answer any questions they may have. So.
Do you guys have an exact location of where that fire started right now?
We do. It's under investigation, so I'm not going to give the address to that. But I will tell you that we are looking at criminal charges. We are dealing with it very aggressively because this just is not a good time of year for us to have a fire, or any fire.
Do you know any more about where that fire originated from? You said you are looking into criminal charges?
Yes, ma'am, we do. But I can't release any of that information. But we are looking at it very aggressively.
Yeah, I've seen people come in here throughout the night into the sheriff's office saying they had animals or whatnot. What would their purpose be coming to the sheriff's office? Is it just to locate things? Like, why would a person come here to the sheriff's office?
So a lot of it is let us know their address has the animals there. If they're not able to contact us by Facebook, by phone, they'll stop here directly. We'll take that information, we'll either get it to our animal rescue teams that are out, or we'll try to get that person back in to get those animals, and just those animals. Tomorrow, if we're able to, we'll start allowing, once we release it, to get back in to get clothes and to get medications, those types of things. But for tonight, because the fire's close to a lot of homes in a lot of those areas, I just don't want to put people back into those areas that we may have to reevacuate.
So tonight's, so if a person comes to the sheriff's office, it's specifically for animal rescues, just to let people know what animals they have on their property?
Yes, we would much rather have just that, yeah. We do want to get the animals out. I mean, our four-legged friends are our best friends, right? So we do want to help them, but we want to make sure it's done safely.
Where are you turning everybody around at? Is that 5 and 51?
Yep, it's County Road 5s and 51. So your best part is not even to try to get on County Road 5 and turn towards where the fire's at. You'll just get turned around anyways. And it really blocks fire apparatus from getting in.
So is it safe to say the road is closed at that point?
I would say just it's closed. Yep.
Just to close it out, just talk about the community support. I mean, I see a lot of pizza, a lot of support, a lot of that come in here, a lot of thank yous for the most part. So what can you speak about this community, especially this, circumstance?
Well, I'll tell you, this community is very resilient. We have been through more fires in the last 5 years, or even 8 years that I've been a sheriff, than probably most counties will ever see. So we've evacuated more people than I could ever even imagine that we would have. We're an urban interface community. We have a lot of housing inside of the forest areas, and there is fires. That's where we live. So our community is very resilient with it, and we have a very strong community, and they're very great supporters of their fire and police, and I just can't say enough for a wonderful community that we have. All right, thank you so very much for coming, and I'll give you another briefing tomorrow.